Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. My first experience at Lotus Fest 2025 with my fabulous collaborator, Cathy, Fink, and Marcy, Marxer. Such an honor. And the first tune that we opened our session is called August Flower. It's actually a famous Chinese folk song, but we shortened the Chinese title and into this translation because there are so many informations in Chinese. You know, it tells about what kind of a flower, some kind of osmanthus, the name is the flower, and blossom in August everywhere. That's just too long for us. So August Flower, the first tune, remembered it.
We're gonna now do a song from one of our old time music mentors, heroines, and a very, very dear friend, a woman named Ola Belle Reed, who was a National Heritage Fellowship Award winner. So glad you're familiar with her. Marcy and I visited with Ola Belle many times, and in addition to her many awards, what we appreciated most from Ola Belle was what an amazing humanitarian she was. She took in people from all different walks of life who needed something to eat, a place to sleep, a little bit of support. We became good friends and visited her all the way through until she passed, and remained friends with her family and still are in touch with her son David. And this is a very important song in the bluegrass world. It's called High on a Mountain. Ola Belle grew up in Lansing, North Carolina, and she, there's some Lansing pals here. That's
was
great.
Lansing, North Carolina. Is that still a woo?
So she grew up learning old traditional songs, the ballads, the banjo tunes, the square dance tunes, the guitar stuff, but someplace along the line, long before the word singer-songwriter infiltrated the folk music world, someplace in her 40s, Ola Belle said, you know, I like this old music, but I got my own things I want to say. And that's when she started writing her own songs in that format. This song is really a rite of passage in the world of bluegrass, and in Ola Belle's honor, we're going to do our Chinese Appalachian version of High on a Mountain. And if you know it, you're welcome to sing along.
about the days it used to be.
High on a mountain, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. As I look at the valleys down below, they are green just as far as I can see. As my memory turns, oh, how my heart does yearn for you and the days it used to be. High on a mountain, wind blowing free, thinking about the days it used to be. High on a mountain, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life had flown. Oh, I wonder if you ever think of me, or if time has blotted your memory. As I listen to the breeze whispering gently through the trees, I'll always cherish what you meant to me. High on a mountain, wind blowing free, thinking about the days that used to be. High on a mountain, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have Well, I'll tell you a little bit about our origin story. Marcy and I, as many of you know, have been playing music together for a very long time. We met in July of 1980 at an ill-fated folk festival in Toronto, Ontario. And that festival went under the second it was finished. So the fact that we met there has been called the one good thing that came out of the Toronto Folk Festival. It's been a fabulous life and career together now for close to 45 years and 53 albums. And as you can see, Marcy Marxer is amazingly versatile: guitar, ukulele, mandolin, cello, banjo. There's nothing she can't play, and she'll pull some crazy stuff out. We have over here, originally from Beijing, China, Chao Tian. I have worked for 21 years at the Performing Arts Center in the outside of DC called the Strathmore Music Center, and I am an advisor and mentor in their annual Artist in Residence program. In the past 20 years, we have actually mentored and worked with 120 up-and-coming young artists to help them launch their careers. Lo and behold, in 2017, this young Chinese artist shows up, playing the yang qin, the Chinese dulcimer. And at the time, Chao Tian did not speak very much English. She could play the heck out of that yang qin, but she didn't have that much English. Marcy and I invited her over to our house for a jam session.
And I thought about a delicious bread with some kind of jam, you know. And I said, should I bring dumpling? And she said, no, bring our dulcimer. I was like, what? These Americans really like music and food together? Maybe, I don't know. So I went to their house and I sat down in a jam session, and for my entire life, first time, Cathy said, play something. I was like, where's my music? I was trained in Conservatory Beijing for 13 years. Can you believe that? And I always play along with the music. And she said, we don't have such things here. You just play. And I played. It worked pretty good. And after that night, I became an improviser. I never came back to my classic world. How's that?
Well, we're going to play a little tune for you that was a hammer dulcimer classic when I was growing up in Michigan, and probably here too, since you have Malcolm Dalglish here in this town. One of my very favorite. Yes, yeah. And I'm a hammer dulcimer player, but Malcolm was patient enough to let me play along with him, because he's a sweet guy, but he's the best ever. So this tune is called Pig Ankle Rag. It was a staple in the black string bands and made its way into the North. But here we go. We're going to get a little ragtime on you.
Well, among the many mentors who became a friend and a collaborator for Marcy and myself was Pete Seeger. And interestingly, this is a song that Pete recorded. It's a Chinese song that Pete recorded that was brought to us by Chao. And it's a song that Chao grew up with. When we play for Chinese audiences, which actually does happen, everybody sings along because they all grew up with this song. Now I'm going to tell you, it has a slightly odd history, but we find it a really important and interesting song. It's called The 3 Rules of Attention, 3 Rules of Discipline, and the 8 Points of Attention. And the melody goes back a very, very, very long way. Now in Chinese history, back in the 1920s, as peasants in the army were defecting and joining the Red Army, they were taught rules of engagement for humanity during war. These are words that you don't really think of altogether, and what we're going through right now, it's really interesting when you listen to these rules of engagement because they just make so much sense. And of course, the way that they were taught was through singing, because most of these peasants were illiterate. You couldn't hand them something and say, read this and memorize it. They learned the same way that children all over the world learn, with a simple melody. And so Pete, in 1975, with Arlo Guthrie, performed this song. He got the entire audience, probably 5,000 people, singing along. And when Chao heard that version of the song she grew up with, she called us and said, "Do you know this version?" And she didn't even know that we had known Pete Seeger, who, by the way, is one of like 60 people who signed this banjo, the magic banjo. And so we're going to do the melody, then we're going to speak the 8 points, and in both Chinese and English. Oh, it's in D.
That's what I thought.
They're trying to hint to me that I'm in the wrong key.
It was
And if
awfully
I
subtle.
play this in C and they play it in D, it doesn't even sound like jazz.
But
It
we
doesn't
slipped
even
it in.
sound like world music.
We just slipped it in because we're
Contemporary.
professionals, right?
They got the message across. So anyway,
Another professional.
I'm gonna speak the 8 points of attention in English. Chao is going to say them in Chinese. And then, in Pete's honor, we're all gonna sing this melody, and just like Pete would, we're gonna teach it to you.
And your part's going to be in Chinese. It's going to go la, 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 la.
1, 2, 3, 4. Speak politely.
说话和气，
Pay fairly for what you buy.
买卖公平，
Return everything you borrow.
借东西要还，
Pay for anything you damage.
损坏东西要赔偿，
Do not hit or swear at people.
不打人骂人，
Do not damage crops.
不损害庄稼，
Do not take liberties with women.
不调戏妇女，
Do not ill-treat captives.
不虐待战俘。
Okay, here's your part. I'm going to sing it to you, and then you sing it back, and then we'll all sing it together. La 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 la. We're going to listen to you. Last time all together. Well, in the footsteps of Pete Seeger and Woody Guthrie and my still thriving and fabulous songwriting friend Tom Paxton,
Yeah.
we do write a lot of songs that are poignant for the moment. This is one that's just gone viral on YouTube, and we hope that you'll sing along. Our little YouTube video of it was just an impromptu thing at the Clifftop Appalachian String Band Festival, where From China to Appalachia won the Neo-Traditional Band Contest. So, it's called It Ain't Gonna Go Away, an ode to the Epstein Files. Your part goes like this.
You've heard of him?
Here's how we make it not go away. We sing this loud and clear, then you go to YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or somewhere and share it 1,000 times, and then on Monday you call your representatives, even though they've been dismissed from DC for the moment until after the government shuts down. You call them and tell them what you think. So here we go. Your part goes like this. It ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go. I'm gonna tune my banjo.
That always helps.
King, king, king. It ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go away. Those Epstein files gonna bite your butt, and it ain't gonna go away. All together, it ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go away. Those Epstein files gonna bite your butt, and it ain't gonna go away. You're in good company in that book in a sleazy kind of way, but you don't want us to have a look on a presidential day. It ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go away. Those Epstein files gonna bite your butt, and it ain't gonna go away. You can firework people, you can try to distract, but it ain't gonna work this time. There's lots of pages you'd like to redact while you're slipping with the slime. It ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go away. Those Epstein files gonna bite your butt, and it ain't gonna go away. You can go to Scotland, you can go play golf, you can go to war today. You can point your finger at everyone else, but it ain't gonna go away. Your turn. It ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go away. Those Epstein files gonna bite your butt, and it ain't gonna go away. We won't stop singing till we see those names in a book we want to read. You know, folks, it is not lost on us that Chao comes from a country where you couldn't sing that song about the leaders or the politics in that country. We have something really important in this country to save, and that is democracy and free speech.
All right. Thank you so much for singing along with us. So the next tune is a Chinese folk song called Nan Ni Wan. The translation is Southern Muddy Bay. It's talking about home. The Chinese people were doing a small-scale agricultural experiment to beautify their hometown, where is a place called Nan Ni Wan, from a muddy bay to a beautiful place. I will sing as a leading vocal under the encouragement from Cathy and Marcy. Since day one that I joined this band, they said, you want to stay with us, you're gonna sing. I was like, okay. And you want me to sing, you sing with me in Chinese. What about that? And yes, and they learned the Chinese lyrics, all the pronunciation, they did so good. And I am starting to ask more. I said, I want the English lyrics for this song. And Cathy wrote one. It's really beautiful. I hope you can remember the English lyrics, the melody, and sing along with us. This is a song about beautiful home. 花篮的花儿香，听我来唱一唱。唱呀一唱，来的那里玩，那里玩好地方，好地呀方，好地方来好风光，好地方来好风光，到处是人在，愿你是牛羊。Skies over mountains fly, green treetops in the sky, playing their own tune. Long are the wings of birds, in where their songs are heard, flying in June. Call to me from bird to tree, call to me from bird to tree, all that I hear and see, that anyone comes back to me. enjoy singing this song every time because we have 1,000 renditions of this song.
It is never the
This
same twice.
just like never same.
And sometimes Chao shows up, and right before the show, she says, "Oh, I'm going to change 91. We're going to have this whole different rhythm thing going." And we just go with it. That's the kind of group we are. In fact, I will also say that while we were traveling around Virginia touring, Chao looked at Marcy and I in the car, and she said, "Do you have middle names?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "What are they?" And my middle name is Ann, Cathy Ann Fink. And this is Marcy Marie Marxer. And Chao looked at us with a sad face, and she said, "Chinese people don't have middle names. I want one." And we were driving around the South. I said, "How about Bob?" And she said, "Okay." And I said, "You need to understand it comes with connotations," and we explained them, and she was cool with it anyway. And it's kind of stuck. This is Chao Bob Tian. And when she gives papers at Boston University, where she's a student in a PhD student in ethnomusicology, and she's giving a paper, they introduce her as Chao Bob Tian. Well, we are very delighted to be the official. Oops, yeah, that's.
We're very delighted to be the Lotus Dickey artists at this festival this year. Cathy and I knew Lotus. I met him in the 70s. I used to live in Michigan, and my first folk festival that I ever played was the Indiana Fiddlers Gathering. And Lotus was there, and Dylan Buston, and Malcolm and Gray, and it was just a glorious time. So it was a treasure to hear him and really see how Lotus was respected among all the younger musicians. So, I mean, I didn't know who he was, but the younger musicians were getting all excited before he played his set. It's like, come on, you have to hear this, you have to hear this. And when musicians get excited, you've got to go see what they're excited about. And it was amazing to hear him. He was brilliant. So
we also got to spend a lot of time with him at the Augusta workshops in Elkins, West Virginia in the early 1980s, and that's where we heard the depth of his songwriting, and it's insane. The mind of that man, the wordsmithing, the imagination was incredible. And Chao, we're dragging her into more and more harmony singing. This is our first outing with this song, and I'm sure in Lotus's wildest dreams, and we know he had some wild dreams from that songwriting.
Yeah.
In his wildest dreams, he never imagined that this song would be performed on a Chinese dulcimer, a 4-string cello banjo, and a guitar.
But I really wanted to say thank you to the people of this area for supporting the traditional arts, all the arts. It's really an amazing area. Thank you.
Oh,
be surely only
Just one way to spare me sorrow. Let's just come stay and share tomorrow. And the need to keep a living, you'll be giving us to loving me too. Nine the faint of fretting why I'm getting wilder about you, baby. I can sit and try to reconcile without you. Maybe you don't understand. Take your leave, baby. Let me believe it isn't true.
Oh, don't you know you're going growing blue?
On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, getting tired of living without a little loving from you. Getting tired of living without a little loving from you. Getting tired of living without a little loving from you. And of course, you know, anybody who writes a song about Methuselah has got to be in heaven right now looking down going, yeah.
Well, when we started playing music together, Marcy and I would introduce Chao to some American old-time Appalachian tunes, and every once in a while we'd get to a tune and she'd go, wait, there's a Chinese tune that sounds a lot like that. And they aren't related, we don't think, but you never know. So we had played to her a tune called Glory in the Meeting House. And we taught it to Chao, and in about 5 minutes she went, wait, there's a Chinese tune that sounds a lot like it. A little bit of tuning. She says there's a Chinese tune that sounds a lot like it, and she taught that to us. And she said, I don't know what it's called, but we made a little mashup of it. We threw it on YouTube that night. It kind of went hilariously viral. But the most important thing is she went home and did her research, and then she said, you know what the tune is that I medleyed with Glory in the Meeting House? And I said, what? She said, it's called Lord Glory. Now, how much of a coincidence can it be? Number one. And number two, it's that thing where the music that we play can easily fit together, just like we can all fit together like human beings. We leave our governments out of it. Let's get together and play music. So, Glory in the Meeting House and Lord Glory. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to invite you to sing on another song. Many of you are going to be familiar with the Grammy Lifetime and Achievement Award-winning folk singer and songwriter Tom Paxton, good friend of ours. And at the beginning of the pandemic, Tom and I decided, well, we're going to get together every Wednesday on Zoom and write songs. And we have literally we've written songs together before, but this became a regular Wednesday morning date at 10 a.m. And we've probably written now about 250 songs together. We've got one double album together called All New. There's a handful of copies in the store, not that many, of all new songs that we recorded live in front of a studio audience and on the internet, about 500 people watching. But we have since written lots of songs together. If you are a fan of Tom's, go check out on YouTube our most recent collaboration called No Kings Here. We're going to be posting a video teaching the chorus as an anthem with the guitar chords, so y'all can go to your own rallies and marches and use that song. But this is a song that we wrote in honor of our friend Grace Griffith. Grace was a beautiful, beautiful Celtic singer. She passed away a few years ago of Parkinson's disease, and for 15 years, Marcy and I were her primary care helper. She didn't live with us. She was in assisted living with lots of help, but we were the organizers of everything for her. And if it weren't for Grace Griffith, none of you would have ever heard the beautiful voice of Eva Cassidy. That's its own very long story, but Grace was equally as beautiful of a singer. And when we lost Grace, and Tom and I were on Zoom going, what are we going to write about? I said, well, we have to write a song for Grace, but it's got to be universal enough that anybody who is missing someone because of COVID, because of something else, can relate to it. So we're going to sing. We're going to invite you to join us. Your part goes, and I'm grateful, and then I'm going to sing another line, and then we sing, I'm grateful, and we sing another line, I'm grateful, and then it keeps on going, and you'll catch the rest of the words. I've been lucky in the love that's come my way, and the friends I've made are the kinds of friends who stay. Some are with me now, and some have traveled on. Their love is with me, yet though they have gone. And I'm grateful for the love that will not die. I'm grateful as the years go slipping by. I'm grateful to be able to sing this song. My gratitude to you is ever strong. There are times when my loneliness is won, and others when you were the only one. Lift me up, make me smile again. I can't tell you what it means to have a friend. And I'm grateful for the love that will not die. I'm grateful as the years go slipping by. I'm grateful to be able to sing this song. My gratitude to you is ever strong. And I hope that I have done the same for you. Made you better when you were feeling blue.
slipping by. I'm grateful to be able to sing this song. My gratitude to you is ever strong.
One more time all together.
And I'm grateful for the love that will not die. I'm grateful as the years go slipping by. I'm grateful to be able to sing this song. My gratitude to you is ever strong.
Thank you all so much. It is our first time not only at Lotus Fest, but in Bloomington, and we're delighted to be here. A great big shout out to the insanely excellent crew here at the Buskirk. Wayne on the house sound, Tony on the monitors. Everybody here has been just incredible. And let me tell you, at a festival, it is not a common thing to have a sound check at all, let alone have a great sound check and have it all be the same when you come back. And it's really amazing. Thank you, all you backstage people. As a folk singer, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say something like, baby needs shoes, we have CDs. But I'm not going to say that.
No.
What I'm going to say
We're too
is
old
that
for that.
From China to Appalachia has a CD called, amazingly, what's it called, Chao?
The girl from the east.
Yeah.
It's from China to Appalachia.
I just wanted to see your face when I said that. We've got a CD. Marcy and I have a handful of our CDs. Chao has a fabulous CD called The Girl from the East. And there's a handful of copies of the double CD with Tom Paxton. We have an email list out in the lobby. We're going to try and make room for the next band and get over and sign CDs in the store if you're interested. And then we're back tomorrow at 3 o'clock with a whole bunch of other China to Appalachia crazy collaborations. We want to thank you all for being here, and we're going to close with one of our theme songs. It's never been more important. It's called Hold Each Other Up, and we're going to have to do that as long as it takes and as much work as it might be. We will also teach you the chorus to this when it comes around, and Marcy, you're going to kick it off. By the way, how about this amazing band? Marcy Marxer, cello banjo, mandolin, ukulele, Chao Bob Tian.
And the lovely, amazing, flashy dresser, great singer, champion banjo player, first woman to win the West Virginia State Banjo Contest, songwriter, Cathy Fink.
We're gonna hold each other up. We're gonna lift each other high. We're gonna love each other better than before. This whole world will keep on turning, and our hearts will keep on yearning for each other when the world is so unsure.
Let's learn that together. We're going to hold each other up. We're going to lift each other high.
We're gonna hold each other up. We're gonna lift each other high.
We're going to love each other better than before.
We're gonna love each other better than before.
This whole world will keep on turning, and our hearts will keep on yearning.
This whole world will keep on turning, and our hearts will keep on
Yearning for each other when the world is so unsure.
for each other when the world is so unsure.
It'll come around again. I forgot the word. So we'll just sing the chorus again.
We're gonna hold each other up. We're gonna lift each other high. time to remind that deep down our differences are few. And as every passing day is turning worries into ways, we believe that our love will see us through. Everybody, we're gonna hold each other up. We're gonna lift each other high. Gonna love each other better than before. So world keep on turning, and hearts will keep on yearning for each other when the world is so unsure. Cello banjo. Marcy, Marxer. We've seen troubles in the past, some gone by and some that last. And there's one thing that can help us all get by. If we listen to our hearts, each new day is a brand new start. We can love each other better if we try. Hold each other up. We're gonna hold each other up. We're gonna lift each other high. Love each other better than before. This whole world will keep on turning, and our hearts will keep on yearning for each other when the world is so unsure. Play that honky-tonk dulcimer. Chao, Tian. Gonna hold each other up, we're gonna lift each other high. Gonna love each other better than before. This whole world will keep on turning, and our hearts will keep on yearning for each other when the world is so unsure. This whole world will keep on turning, and our hearts will keep on yearning for each other when the world is so unsure. So thank you all so much.